Ugh. Oh, my hair. Let me put my hat on. I don't want to scare the children. So I got a piece of news a few minutes ago from Jimmy Dore. Believe it or not, I found Jimmy Dore a few years ago on my own. Uh, Subscribed to him for a little bit, watched him, but he became too much of a Democrat. So I unsubscribed, but then I resubscribed because I thought to myself, well, at least he's sane. He's more sane than I am, probably, which isn't hard to do. But, anyways, Joe Biden is not going to withdraw from Afghanistan. There was a plan that I think Trump came up with to get the troops out of Afghanistan, and we were doing this drawdown, and we were going to be out. We were going to be out of Afghanistan in short order on this day. May as well give you the day. It's Thursday, February 4th, 2021. So Joe Biden wants to stay in Afghanistan, and you have to ask yourself why. What are we going to gain out of staying in Afghanistan? You know, this is one of those things where I knew it was going to happen with Joe Biden. I think a lot of Democrats probably knew too. Some probably thought that Joe Biden was going to do the right thing. But here it is, just more proof that Joe Biden is no good. No good. You know, he had that immigration policy that the judge out of Texas, put a stop on it because it's unconstitutional to release all the illegal immigrants from the ICE detention facilities. Just release them all. The judge said no. But Joe Biden tried. No stimulus checks. They're not doing anything they're not fulfilling any promises. Joe Biden, his administration is not fulfilling any promises that were made to the Democrats or the left. And wants to stay in Afghanistan. It's just the only reason why Biden would want to stay in Afghanistan is to please the warmongers who sell bombs and stuff and make bank off war. Who knows? But you can really see the difference in styles. The old establishment swamp style of they're going to do the wrong thing and they keep doing it. And that's been going on for a long time, my whole life, and it beats you down incrementally over time. They do the wrong thing. And then Trump got in there and he was a loudmouth and he pissed everybody off. But I didn't listen to what he said, I watched what he did. And getting drawn down out of Afghanistan and Iraq and, defeating ISIS. And those were good things. That wasn't establishment politics. That was real world. Somebody's going to come to the table and do the right thing. So we'll have to see. But I sense, I have a sense that the more the Biden administration goes about business like they did pre-2016, the more they continue to go about the same old business of making the wrong decisions, the more people are going to get just beside themselves, vehemently apoplectic, mad. And back in 2012, I said to myself, I voted for Obama in 2012 because I thought people needed to be woken up. I said he needs another 4 years to ruin everything, is to wake Americans up that, hey, this is really corrupt and bad. Well, now I'm kind of, 2021? So it's 9 years later, and I'm looking at myself like, how much are the American people going to take before the levee breaks and they start suing and occupying and not going to let it go, Because I got to be honest, if I was in the room with the people who made the decision to get back into Afghanistan, I would have locked everybody in, like General Ripper in How I Learned to Love the Bomb. He locks Peter Sellers' character in his office. That's what I'd do. And I would proceed to shoot anyone who would push the idea of getting back into that war. I'd shoot them. And if Joe Biden spoke up and said he wanted to get back into Afghanistan, I would throw him through the window of the Oval Office that's probably bulletproof, so that goes to show how hard he'd have to get thrown to go through that window. And that's just kind of a casual assessment of what I would do if I could actualize the self. Yeah, I'd lock all those warmongers in there in the Oval Office or wherever it was, and I'd wait for them to come up with a really bad idea to follow through on, like getting back into Afghanistan, and then I'd shoot them. I might not kill them, but I'd definitely shoot them. They might die. And I don't think Joe Biden would end up going through that window because he'd see the writing on the wall. Gun going off, Warhawks getting shot, and he'd say, you know what, maybe we shouldn't get into Afghanistan again. Say, right, Joe. Oh, this one's too long. It's going to take 40 hours to get it on the internet. This guy right here, he's a puppy dog. He's not a victim, but I treat him like one. Sometimes I just give him sympathy, like something happened to him, like, oh, geez. Like, oh, buddy, you're going to be all right. He's going to be all right. There you go, yes, he is. He's going to be all right. He's okay. See?